Right, guys, we are here to talk about the NBA being awful and NCAA being amazing, superior in all ways, shapes, and forms in terms of consistency and ability to wager on. Yesterday we had a good day, Florida and Alabama. We used the AI. We're going to do it again today. Now, the favorites are expected to win. That's not always the case from the AI, so don't just be surprised that, hey, of course the AI says the favorites win. It's not always picking that. Sometimes it would take an underdog. If you had to take an underdog, who would you take? For example, that would be, oh, actually, this is an underdog. Kentucky is an underdog, so we already have one. So if I had to pick one, they'd go with number 6, Old Miss. But again, Kentucky is an underdog against Tennessee. They're 2-0. Michigan versus Auburn. They say that Michigan is going to lose to Auburn because they're the number one seed with dominance. So it's too steep to overcome. So they would say that Ole Miss, if they're going to win, if there's you had to pick an underdog other than Kentucky, they're taking Ole Miss. So pretty much Kentucky is expected to win, and Ole Miss is expected to win in terms of if you had to pick an underdog. Okay, so let's talk about the forecast for today. I just want to point out that the favorites are largely expected, with the exception of UK, and I wanted to force another underdog to be picked, and they came with Ole Miss. So what does that tell you? It tells you that Auburn and Houston are probably the safest wagers. So if we take a look at what the board says for those odds today, we can see that the Auburn minus 450 and Houston minus 450. Tomorrow I'll probably take Florida for the record. And Duke, Alabama, that's going to be a tricky one. Everybody thinks that Flagger guy or whatever his name is going to be awesome, but I don't like the fact that they almost lost. But Arizona's good. So I don't even want to mess with this Alabama Duke game yet. So let's focus on tonight. Auburn, Houston, pretty clear. They're minus 200. So let's say we put 200. We're going to only get 98 back. That's not very good. This Ole Miss, I'm really tempted to take Ole Miss, and I might even take the +3. It's risky. I just know that my old boss in Michigan was friends with Tom Izzo, and my old boss in Michigan was kind of a jackass, if I'm being frank. So, by association, Tom Izzo's a jackass, just from that standard. So I really can't see myself taking Michigan State just because I don't like to bet on pricks or people that know pricks. So that's kind of where we're at here on this wagering. I think that we hold on. Hey, Ryan, I'm doing a live stream real quick. Let me call you back in 5 minutes. Bye. I think that what we can assume here is that Houston, Auburn, okay, they're in the books. And let's say Mississippi and Kentucky, we take them. And we got the round robins here. And we got the 2-team parlay, 3-team parlay, meaning one can lose. Let's just say we put 50 is going to win 1,132, or we can do the total up here. 50 was going to get 500, 200 will get you 2,000. I don't really like these. There's not enough money there. But what I can tell you is that this is extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult because it seems so easy just to take Michigan State. Ole Miss has defied expectations, upsetting Iowa State. First Sweet 16 since 2001. They averaged 77 points a game. Ranked third nationally in turnover percentage. Top 30 offensive defense efficiency. Michigan State has been a machine. They took down Bryant, okay, and outlasting New Mexico. They're number 7 in the KenPom, which is, I don't really know what the hell that is, but Kohler and Carr have fueled a deep bench, 21 offensive rebounds, so they're good at rebounding here. Ole Miss has wins over Alabama and Kentucky, both very good teams. Michigan is 8-2 in Sweet 16 games since 2010. I honestly don't care about their past performance in Sweet 16. That means nothing. You might say, "Oh, he's a great coach and he gets there." Well, I really don't care about it at this moment. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. No prior matchup this year, but MSU physicality mirrors Ole Miss has struggled against those types of teams. Ole Miss small lineup could get exposed on the boards. Michigan State's defense is relentless. Slow offensive start could give Ole Miss a window. Michigan's generally a second half team, so there's talk that Ole Miss will probably take the first half. So we might actually just let's take a look at these wagers inside of the section of halves. Can we take a first half, second half approach here? Let's see. We are looking at first half, Mississippi plus 125. Game starts in 38 minutes. I like that. Okay, so Mississippi first half plus 125. I kind of like that. Okay, so we might hit that. Ole Miss small lineup could get exposed on the boards. If Murray and Murrell shoot poorly, they're toast. So we need to find out. We need to find out what these guys are doing. We need to check Twitter. Let's see if there's any news on injuries or anything of that sort. I actually like to look at their Instagrams as well. Let's see. We'll just do a quick search here. Jamal Murray fucking sucks. What's this guy thinking? That's kind of funny. Let's see what this guy says. Does he have any credibility? No. Let's see what this guy says. Does this guy have any credibility? Is this guy an idiot? I just like to look and see if the people making these types of statements are, reasonable or whatever. Jalen Murray, guard. Okay, these are just photos. There's not much info on this guy. Interesting. Matthew Morrell. I just want to see if there's like any injury status update or anything. So, if you can hear me this morning, MSU's rebounding edge is scary, but Ole Miss held Iowa State to 4+. Key players for Ole Miss: Matthew Murray on D for MSU. Not seeing anything noteworthy here at all. One moment, please. I need to blow my nose. Excuse me. I do apologize. This is a live stream. If you're watching this in the past, or in the future, I apologize. Ole Miss's match its longest run in the NCAA tournament. Ole Miss is 80 minutes from the Final Four per Chris Beard. Yeah, we already know about this. We want to know. I like to look at their Instagrams, see if they have stories. I'm already logged in, dude. What the fuck? I wish I could see. Let's just look on my phone. I just like to see if they're warming up at what they're doing. Matt Murrell. I've never even heard of this guy, but I'm sure he's good. It's going to be a fun night. Matt Murrell. See what his Instagram's got. He's practicing. 20 hours ago, 4 hours. Game day, heart. Okay, not bad. He's got heart. He's loving the game. See this other fella, Jalen Murray. Because sometimes you'll see weird stuff that indicates they're like Playboy Cardi. Got the white socks on and Nike. He's drinking a Sprite. Oh no, I don't like to see that. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. He's drinking a Sprite, I believe. I gotta find out what type of drink this is. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I hate to see that. If he was drinking water, I'd be like, boom, let's go. This guy's drinking a fucking Sprite before his matchup. You can't have that type of stuff. The shoes are nice, but what is he drinking? Is that Sprite? If this guy's drinking Sprite, why is Jalen Murray drinking Sprite? If that's Sprite, that's going to be a serious issue. It doesn't look like Sprite. The bottle cap is green, but the liquid inside clear. The label seems more like a water brand. It's likely a flavored sparkling water, but maybe something like a Nestle Pure Life or one of those store brand waters with a green cap. Definitely not Sprite, which would be in a clear bottle with green tint. Let's see if that's true. Uh-huh. See? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm... If this guy's drinking Sprite, the label is not... The label's white, so it's actually not that label. Okay. Green bottle cap, white clearish label, plastic bottle. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I mean it's not 7-Up. Okay, maybe this guy's not drinking Sprite. We gotta go to the different AI. If this is not Sprite, I'm liking Old Miss more and more. If this guy's drinking water, I'm taking Old Miss. Plastic bottle, green cap based on shape. It looks Aquafina, Dasani, or generic. Why water? Why did say water, not Sprite or something? So the consensus says color liquid, clear, water super clear. It has a slight tint, carbonation bubbles. Okay. All right. I judged too soon. This gentleman looks like a winner. Okay. All right. So, huh?
Is it fire?
Where?
That ring everybody get out?
Yes, that's in the other building. I've heard that before. Sorry. Somebody asked if there was a fire. There's not a fire. I'm liking Ole Miss more and more I see here. Let's take a look at these other fellas on the street that are playing. They're competitors. Let's take a look at the competitors of Michigan. Let's take a look at these rookies. And if this is gonna be stupid if I lose these bets. It's gonna be like, why the fuck did you waste your time looking at people's shoes? And damn, that guy looks fucking nasty. I would not want to fuck with him. All right, let's look at Jackson. If Jackson Kohler is white, I'm definitely taking Ole Miss. Oh, if he doesn't have an Instagram, I'm definitely taking Ole Miss. So a lot of contingencies here, guys. This is how you pick your winners. This is how you get good at gambling. You check water bottles. Oh, he's white. Oh god, that guy looks fucking lame as hell. Okay. Jackson Kohler, Instagram. Let's see what he's doing. He's probably listening to John Mayer right now. Jackson Kohler's listening to John Mayer pregame. Jackson Kohler. Okay. Yeah, he's got no stories, no posts. Little Nipsey Hustle. Drake. He, he's got Drake. He's kissing one of his teammates, or it looks to be, but he's not really. Wisconsin's not very good, so we don't really care about that. But he's pretty good. He's pretty good. But he pushes up against these other white guys that are tiny. I think I'm really leaning toward Ole Miss. So let's keep looking. We got one more player. Cohen Carr. Cohen Carr. Does he have a story? Okay, his email is caa.com.
I'm explaining those people that
I
were
know,
leaving.
I know, yeah.
Fuck you, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we can't see this guy's stuff. Why can't I just fucking log in so you guys can see? Let's see if I can log in. Sorry, I'll do it over here. Come on, be the right password, baby. Damn it. Please be the right password. Damn it. Looks like I got it. Perfect. Where it's locked, one or the other. Check your email. We sent a code. Okay. They sent me a code. So, hold on, my friend's gonna join. So, alright, just getting logged in here. Alright, so we're gonna have our first listener in here. Shout out to my friend Ryan. Getting logged into Instagram here so we can. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look. So we are looking at these Instagram of these players that are coming in today. And we've got Cohen Carr. So let's take a look at Cohen Carr here. Cohen Carr. See what kind of action he's got. Anything. Game day. Okay. Pretty lame. Pretty lame. Definitely leaning toward Ole Miss on this one here. Just because I think they're gonna pull away with it. Okay. Moving on to Kentucky. They say Kentucky's already beat Tennessee twice. What is the breakdown on why? The players. Kasperius Giaconis. How is he looking today? What kind of action is he? Is he giving us any insight into practice warm-ups? We got a white kid here. Uh, is he white? I don't know. Yes, he is white. That's somewhat concerning. Why is he? This is Illinois. Why is this with Will? Okay, Kentucky beating Illinois in round of 32. They average 85 points per game in the tournament. With Will Riley, 22. Um, this guy plays for what? Does he play for UK or what? He plays for Illinois. So, what is this bullshit that they're telling us in the AI? Will Riley. Okay, so that's that guy. Let's see. That guy plays for Illinois. I just want to make sure. Why are we seeing Illinois' players? Kentucky stats. These are Illinois players. So, okay. The real thing is here. Um, I want to know who the players are for Kentucky. Okay, these are the guys. Kentucky forces tough shots, head to head 2-0. They beat him 78-74, 82-79. Those are tough games. Those are close games. Kentucky definitely drops the ball a lot. Underdog angle as number 3 seed versus number 2 Tennessee. Kentucky is technically the underdog. They have 2-0 record, which practical favorite. Vegas might even list them as a -1-2 if that line exists. Now, I don't. They don't. It's +5. So they're top 10 defensively, but struggle offensively. I might not touch this game. I might not touch that game. Their number 3 seed makes them an underdog on paper. This might be. I just. I just can't see myself taking this game. Kentucky's a sneaky, good underdog. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like UK. I went there. I don't want to pick them. I don't want to take it. I think we're gonna take Mississippi, Auburn, Houston. If anything, we take Kentucky +5. 200 would bring back 1200. Let's get rid of Kentucky. 200 is gonna bring back 576. It's just really not very good odds. I don't know if it's worth the risk, to be quite honest with you. So let's see here. I definitely am liking Ole Miss, though. I think that they're going to be fire here. I like Ole Miss winning the game, and I think that might be the only one. And then, of course, Auburn's going to just murder these guys, and Houston as well. Let's talk about that game. We'll come back to Kentucky later. It's too dangerous. I've been heartbroken by Kentucky too many times. They're sleepers. They're Calipari. They've got it in his veins. You saw Calipari last night. He just gave up. This is what Kentucky does. He ran Kentucky for a long time, over a decade, and they've got it in their blood. Michigan versus Auburn. This is going to be one that we look at here. All right. Michigan has been a revelation under Dusty May, topping number 4 Texas A&M in the round of 32. They're top 10 in field goal defense. Danny Wolf and Golden dominate inside. Gale's 26-point outburst shows bracket backcourt potential. Auburn is rolling, blowing out number 9 Creighton and number 8 BYU. They're number 1 overall seed, top 5 in adjusted efficiency, averaging 85 points per game. Johnny Bromey, mobile front court Broom, Cardwell, anchor versatile attack. Past performance, Auburn's 2019 Final Four run is their peak. This is their first Sweet 16 since. Michigan's elite 8 was 2021. No direct matchup this season. Volatility, Michigan's size could test Auburn inside, but Auburn's switchable defense neutralizes pick and rolls. If Gales goes off again, it's close. If Auburn's transition game clicks, it's a rout. So, basically, it's a matter of what Roddy Gale is doing. Let's take a look at his Instagram to see if he's up to any nefarious activity. If he is, we are going to hammer Auburn. Roddy Gale, he is black, so that is a good sign for Michigan, no doubt about it. They tend to be better basketball players, without a doubt. Um, let's take a look at this other gentleman, Golden, see if he's got any nefarious activities going on. He's Michigan as well. He just got proposed. He thinks that he's going to be showing off for this girl. She's going to be looking at Auburn's players. So this guy's tall as hell. Jesus, he's going to be tough to stop. This guy's going to be tough to stop. Let's look at some highlights. Okay. Well, that was uncontested. Wisconsin, they just lose to everybody. That's not very impressive. I don't know why they like beating up on Wisconsin on every video we see, but it's not very impressive. Okay. This guy can play some basketball, though. There's no doubt about it. He went to FAU. That's right in my backyard, actually. That was in 2023. So he used to be down here in Florida. He's ripped out of his mind. There's no doubt about it. But he's going to be a problem. Very big problem today for Auburn. I have no doubt. He's going to be very difficult to stop. He's tall. Let's take a look at Johnny Brome. See what he's up to. Any action? How tall is this fella? He's tall. This guy's he's pretty tall. Wait, was that Tennessee? Why am I looking at Tennessee? Okay, that's a Tennessee meme. All right. He's got Johnny Brome Nightmare on Brome Street tattoo. He can dunk, it looks like. He beaten up on Yale. I didn't even know they had a basketball team. Let's continue to look at this Cardwell fella. Auburn, I don't have much confidence looking at these guys. That Michigan player is pretty monstrous. They're gonna need some. Oh, this guy. Here you go. This guy might be tall enough. We need to know their height. Okay, we need to know their height. We need Michigan, Auburn player heights for starters. We need to know the starters' heights. That's critical here in basketball. Let's take a look. Okay. Michigan, we got a 6'2", a 6'4", a 6'5", a 7 foot, and a 7'1" for Golden. That's who we were just looking at. Okay, they are out. Yeah, Auburn's going to be struggling with the height. That is a serious concern. Michigan Wolverines may, in fact, be a contender here, just from a height perspective. I think we need to take a step back here, take it easy. We need to not get carried away on going too heavy on Auburn after looking at these heights. So, average height is 79.4 on Auburn, and it's 79.6 on Michigan. So the average is not too far off. Okay, so this is a shit. Just dropped my phone. Hold on. Let me see here. Hello, what's up? How's it going? Uh, just 2 or 3. Yeah, but it's just a live stream and it'll stay on the channel forever. And I don't usually do basketball, but I'm bored and I got fucked in the market, so I'm just trying to keep my mind off it. Yeah. And I'm gonna bet a couple hundred on it, so I'm trying to make my mind up here. Who is it? Who is it? Cubs today? Yesterday. Nice. March, April. You mean April 4th? That'll be fun. Dodgers, Cubs. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'd be nuts. That would be nuts. If there was a crosstown World Series in Chicago, was the yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be wild. Nobody's gonna, nobody's gonna care. No, it's okay. Don't worry. The White Sox. I saw a meme the other day. It said, first time in like 3 years the Chicago White Sox have a winning record after the opening day because they won one game. It's the first time they've had a winning record in 3 years. Yeah, 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 You gonna watch any of these matchups tonight? There's four. There's one coming up in 9 minutes. I'm gonna put it on for sure. Yeah, me either. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's great. It's really good. You mean Wilt Sailwell? Yeah, I think your boat will be fine. I think it'll travel well. Um, I don't know. The keel. Uh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. The hatch. I don't know. Do not know, buddy. But let me give you a call in a second. I gotta make a decision here about this. Yeah. All right. I will. I will. All right. Talk to you shortly. Bye bye. If there's somebody on here, I will let it go. There's not.